What up, family? This video we're going to talk about parasites. Look what I got here. I got some cake. Looks pretty delicious, don't it? You know, whenever I eat fruit, it's sugary, it has so much taste, it's bursting with flavor. And then I realized that before I went vegan, and I'm still trying. Hey, what up, 444th85? How you doing, brother? Yeah. You want some of that cake? It's a perfect way to start it out with, we're talking about parasites. What up, Black Indigo Yogi 89, my new friend that I found from the Master Teacher Nature Boy live feed. So I always make a video every day where I throw out, this 90-year-old lady gives me food. And then I'm not going to eat that because it's garbage. So I probably have like 200 videos of me just photographing this and then throwing it directly into the trash can where it belongs. I noticed that when I started eating fruit that it tastes so much better than things that I forced myself to eat. Like there's sushi that I used to eat and it don't even taste good. It's like you're like forcing yourself to eat it. Your tongue is telling you, hey, shouldn't be eating this stuff. It doesn't taste good. But then you don't know any better and then you just do it anyways because that's just the way it is. But I'm going fruitarian because I believe that is where true health will be found. Because my intestines are 9 times the length of my torso and I got a fruitarian body. Parasites. We got the definition of parasite up on this computer right here. It says an organism that lives in or on another organism, its host, and benefits by deriving nutrients at the host's expense. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh,
That's
no.
what the
Quarters?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Good night.
Okay, have a good night.
Okay.
It ain't easy because in this society, in America, all these food places, everyone just eats blood and starch. That's why we're getting sick. We don't have any nutrition. And then just eating fried food all the time, that stuff clogs your arteries up. We all know that it's not good for us. And just having this issue in my heart, I realize what's good for me and what's not. Hey.
How come the lights aren't outside?
The lights aren't on? Oh, I gotta turn them on.
Is it on timer?
No, I gotta turn it on. Yeah, I'll turn it on in a sec.
I was going to go out, but it's dark out there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I usually
I'm
flip.
watching the San Francisco Giants and the Cubs. They're tied up 1-1.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll see you. If I lived in a community in Costa Rica where I built my own shelter, I harvest my own food, and I plant all the different types of fruit that I love that taste good. And there really isn't any fruit out there that doesn't taste good. Except, what is that one that like really stinks that people dare each other on YouTube to eat? What is that? Supposedly it smells like a trash can and people start gagging when they eat it. I'm not gonna grow that, but definitely watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew melon. That stuff is delicious. So when I'm growing my own food and I have this community going, it's going to be easy to eat fruit because that's all that there is going to be. But then over here, like you go out to the restaurant, you end up spending $25 for a meal. How am I supposed to get out of slavery if I'm just giving my money to this restaurant and then the restaurant takes the money and then puts it right back in the bank? And it fuels this system that is raping and pillaging the earth and not doing anything good. So I go and I get a fish sandwich, probably some fish that was growing up in toxic waste its whole life. Then the girl who hands it to me is absolutely miserable and she hates her job. And then I eat that and it damages my body, puts parasites in it, and then the bank ends up getting the money back. And all this food, all these fast food places, you end up spending so much money. So I'm going to take the money and use it against the system. But in order to do that, I need to just focus and then go to Whole Foods every day and then get oranges and different types of fruit. But it's hard for me to just live completely on fruit. I start getting weak and my stomach starts growling. I know that that's not real hunger, but I have parasites in my body. There's probably parasites in my heart. That's why it's beating so hard. I probably have that, the kind of heartworm that dogs have. I probably have the same type of heartworm, and I need to cleanse that. I need to purify it. And whenever we eat meat, we put parasites in our body. So, hey, let me just read the other definition because this definition is funny too. Here's the second definition of parasite. A person who habitually relies on or exploits others and gives nothing in return. What a parasite. It's like a cycle, honestly. You get the food from a person with zero spirit, you pay them, you eat it, which has toxins, like you said. The money goes to the bank and it slowly kills you. But that's what's out there. That is what is surrounding me in the society. Maybe I can go to TGI Fridays and then get a Beyond Meat hamburger. But then that's fake meat. And they tell you it's plant-based, but it's genetically modified. Who knows what it's programmed with? This genetically modified food, scientists can actually program the genes in order to cause your genes to change. For example, if I want to make people impotent, you could program this Beyond Meat hamburger, and it's going to be making men impotent. Or it's going to shut down receptors in your brain, get you feeling depressed. That's very possible to do. And with the technology, this company CRISPR out there, it's very cheap. You could genetically modify food in your garage. What used to cost millions of dollars only costs like $1,000 now. Anybody can do it. So you think that the FDA is actually going to care or go on a microscopic level and realize, hey, this company is trying to kill people? They're going to get away with it because these things cannot be seen and these genes are so small and microscopic. It's a microscopic attack on mankind. And I believe that the purpose is to reduce the population to 500 million people. So the ignorant people who don't care and they have no desire for knowledge, they are going to wipe themselves out because they're going to eat the Roundup weed killer. They're going to drink the chlorine, drink the fluoride, breathe the sulfide aerosol, and even if you're a vegan, we're going to put so much salt in your food that it's going to make you sick, and they'll be dead in no time. So I believe that the purpose is to reduce the population and to get rid of people who are not enlightened, who do not have any desire for truth. I want to put my energy towards something that is benefiting the world. And when I go out to these fast food places and I end up spending $20, I keep thinking to myself, how am I going to get out of slavery when I do this? I need to use this money against the system. So then I can exodus and leave Sodom and move out to Belize or Costa Rica. So then I could plant my crops and start my community and then be a cult leader. That's what the goal is. Because I believe that once I'm living in accordance with nature and I'm broadcasting messages out over the internet that help people and raise their consciousness, that is going to bring me satisfaction in life. So I won't be singing the Rolling Stones song, I can't get no satisfaction, because I'll have the satisfaction. See, when I'm just sitting here, not doing anything, I'm not getting any satisfaction. And then I order Jimmy John's and then get a tuna fish sandwich. It's $10. So I make $40 for the night, and then I just give my money away. And the guy that owns the place is laughing all the way to the bank. How do I donate money to you? I got a Patreon set up, and I also have a PayPal address. My PayPal is have10@mail.com. HAV10@mail.com. And I do accept donations. Donations would be awesome, because then I could put that money off to the side and strictly have it for this vision. This vision of creating a community that's self-sufficient, that benefits the earth. And it's not just for me, it's for anybody. There's people who are just totally drained and they hate their jobs and they just keep going in every single day and flipping hamburgers. And I want to be able to tell these people, hey, there's a way out. I have land, I have this community, abundance of food, everything that you truly desire. And all you have to do is leave. And I believe people are going to want to leave because we're tired of being taken advantage of. Because obviously when I'm giving my energy to this system, it's like the mouse on the wheel. I'm not going anywhere. Tinley Court, this is Brian. Hey. I haven't seen him. Did he go out? He didn't come out to see me or nothing. Yeah, I hope he don't come out. I know. Okay. All right, beauty. Okay, I'll see you. All right, bye. Yes, you could definitely join the community. It would be an honor to have you as my friend and join this community and have the same mindset of what we want to accomplish. And it's a big picture. It's not just because, I don't want to work. I want to be lazy. I just want to, just smoke pot and hang out. No, I'm going to be working. I'm building this community. I want to offer information that changes lives. And I want to speak and then people to appreciate what I say and then just come out and the applause. It's like the Lady Gaga song, Applause. It's going to be awesome because it's available for everybody. And we could tell our loved ones, our close friends, there's another way. You don't have to keep slaving away for the system that's not benefiting us at all. We can leave, and there's a place for us. My man, 444-85. Yeah, you're coming with me, bro. We're doing this thing. Parasites. An organism that lives on or in another organism, its host, and benefits by deriving nutrients at the host's expense. And when you eat the fast food, the animal meat, it goes into your gut and then it stays there. And since we have long intestines, it's 9 times the length of our torso, we can't get it out of our bodies quickly the way that some animals do. Animals that are meant to eat meat, their intestines are 3 times the length of their torso. So we don't get it out that quick. So it just sits in our body. And then it starts getting all creating mucus and then parasites. And then the parasites end up going up to your heart, attaching on your spinal column, and going up to your brain. And the whole purpose, the parasites want to create the perfect biome, the perfect environment in your body. And what is the perfect environment? They want you to be fat, your waist right here. This has to be strong. This area. This is where our power is generated from. So if the parasites can compromise this and then get you with a big gut, that's their home. That's where they live. Some of them go up to your brain. So they're influencing the way that you think. They hate the light. They hate sunlight. So these parasites start influencing the way that you think, and they want you to stay inside. So we eat this food that blows us up. We can't even move. And when you feel like that, you don't want to go in the sunlight. The community is going to be started in Costa Rica, most likely, or Belize. I love Costa Rica and Belize. Belize is, I know for sure that it's like $10 a year for taxes. If I could raise $1 million, we can get this cabana and just beautiful, like waterfalls on the land and just acres. All it costs is $1 million, and this is easy to get if everybody puts their resources together, so we can all live in paradise. I live close to there, bro. Where are you from? Triple Fourth? You might actually be between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. And then if you're between those Lee lines, you're already receiving UVB sunlight that regenerates your cells. In my community, it's our community. You are me, I am you. We are nudists. For the reason, there's a scientific reason. It isn't just like I want to be a weirdo or something. But my skin is an organ. And right now, just having the clothes on, it's suffocating me. Tinley Court, this is Brian. Yes. Okay. Is he doing? How is he doing? Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already have him marked out at the hospital too. Yeah, so okay, so he's still at South Suburban, right? Okay. Okay. Well, I hope everything works out and that he comes home soon. Okay? Okay, have a good night. Okay, bye. I am from New Mexico originally, but I live near Costa Rica, very close, but I'm still kind of new to this town. I just moved here about 4 months ago. See, we're just going to keep on collaborating. And then money is useless. People have the true value. I don't care about money at all. It's the people. And all the people, if we have our mindset on the same thing, we could generate as much money as we can imagine. Because we're all putting our resources together. So these parasites, they want to create the perfect biome in your body. They want your skin really thick, really heavy. They want you to have that gut. Because then you're not going to want to get sunlight, so they thrive in the darkness. And then they also want to cause you to have outbursts of anger and just feel like you're not content with anything. Clouded thoughts. And that's because there's parasites in our brain. That's why we feel like we're on edge sometimes, because there is a foreign entity in our body that is using us. It's living in us, and it's using us as a host. So these things, once we eat them, they thrive. Whenever we eat bread, starch, things like that, they feed on it. But what creates them is when we put animal meat in our body. Because we can't process it out quick. It stays in our body. Then you get all these different types of worms. I saw a video where this doctor is just pulling out, it looked like spaghetti. He's just pulling it out of this person's gut. Guy had a big gut. Like my dad, he looks like Buddha. I guarantee you, there's tons of parasites in that stomach. And that's influencing his behavior. Because these things just want to live. It wants to create the perfect environment inside of our bodies, and it wants to use us as a spaceship. We're taking up space in a ship where we're moving. And then this is how they get around. They can't live on their own. They need us as a host in order to survive. So how am I killing these things? You kill them when you eat fruit. Eat some lemon. Eat some pineapple, cantaloupe, watermelon, and these things are going to hate it. They're going to go nuts. You eat sunflower seeds. The sunflower seeds kills them. But I ordered some black walnut capsules. Here, I gotta turn this light on. Everyone's going outside, and I don't have the light on. It's dark as shit out there. See, this is how you flip the light on right here. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. So in order to kill these parasites, I ordered some black walnut capsules. Supposedly black walnut is what kills them off. But I got to stop putting things in my body that creates more of them. Yeah, we're going to do it. If we can, man, we should meet up one day and I'll help you build up this community. And it's not just going to be us two. Like I met a bunch of people on Instagram, and we're all going to collaborate, having the same mindset, and we're going to work. We're going to build this community, and then it's a safe haven for people to come that are just burnt out and being taken advantage of in America. I don't want anybody working jobs that they hate, doing something that they don't like for money. There's another way. And that's why we're all going to do this together, and we're going to pull each up. We're all going to hold hands, and we're going to pull all of us up together. We're definitely doing it. It's an honor. You Triple Fourth 85, you just saying that you want to be a part of the community and then help me build it up. Thank you, bro. So all these fast food restaurants and our choices in America, it's all centered around putting parasites in your body. Because the people that are in government or pulling all the strings, they got parasites that went up to their brain. And now their job is to feed parasites to their friends and family. And then just put together systems that these things can be distributed. Look at all the fast food restaurants. You're not going to see any vegan restaurant anywhere. Like, I live in Chicago. There's nothing good. It's all fried food. I've been trying to eat fish. And it's like, it's processed meat. It's not good for me, but I need to survive. And some people will say, well, you're in survival mode. But hey, I'm getting hungry. I'm doing the best I can here. I'm eating as much fruit as possible. But I need energy in order to keep on going. But once I get in Costa Rica and I start having my own crops, that's all I'm going to eat. I'm just eating fruit. I have no desire to eat animals anymore. But living in this society, the transition's hard because it keeps on getting rubbed in my face, big time. And not having any support doesn't help either. And being a vegan, you get ridiculed, you get made fun of, your family thinks that there's something wrong with you. When really, hey, you guys watched the What the Health movie with me. I showed my family the movie. There were scientists in the movie talking about how eating eggs, the moment you put the egg into your body, your white blood cells start attacking it, start killing all this mucus and bacteria and parasites. My mom makes eggs for my dad every single day, scrambled eggs and hash browns. So it's kind of hard to break it to her. Hey, you can't be feeding dad this stuff, man. He's getting parasites in his body. That's why he's being so hard on us and mean. Because these things are going up to his brain and they're all working in unison. They just want to create more bodies that they can plant their eggs in and then use us as a host. They want big guts. They want thick skin. They want people that sit inside and don't get any sunlight, because that's how they thrive. And when you eat these meals that blows you up, that you don't want to do anything, you don't even feel good, you don't want to go out in the sun, you want to take shelter. So these things have an intent, and these are living entities in our body, and they have to be killed off. And I recommend black walnut, these capsules I bought on eBay, and then Eden sunflower seeds. And I'm also taking hawthorn berry and red clover for my heart, because my heart's been beating really hard. Like, if I run to the other side of this room, my heart is going to be throbbing, and I need to heal that. And once I do heal it, then it will be a testimony. I could say, hey, I was on the verge of death. I felt like I was dying, but then I ate this specific diet, and I killed the parasites in my body, and now look at me. I'm running miles, and I am healed. I will be healed because I have the knowledge, and all I have to do is apply it. But it's hard. There's a disconnect. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I know what to do, but then my morals and principles are not strong enough to actually go through with it at the moment. But then I'm fighting. You fall off the horse, you get right back on, and you do it again. So I'm not going to give up. I'm a vegan. I'm against murdering animals because I love my dog. He rolls over on his side. I rub his belly. And these animals that are in meat factories, they're just like my dog. They have consciousness, and they're not treated well. They're getting kicked in the head. I see a video of a cow getting kicked in the head by some guy in the meat factory. That's changing the genetics of the cow because of epigenetics. And then if the animal is feeling depressed its whole entire life, and then you butcher it and you eat that meat, it just changed your genes. And now you're taking upon that pain and suffering that animal went through his whole life. When that guy kicked the cow in the head, it changed the cow's genes. And then you're going to eat the hamburger, and then you're going to take upon that pain and suffering. Because epigenetics states that our environment, our surroundings, our food, it all changes our genes. So that's why the meat brings people down, because these animals, it's not like they're living on a farm and they're grazing in the open pasture. These things are sitting in boxes. They're being tortured. It's like, what is that? It's like Guantanamo Bay when these animals are in these meat factories. They're not being taken care of, and it changes their genes because of epigenetics. We can't be eating that. If we want to be happy and live in abundance and then feel vibrant, I don't want to be bloated all the time. Like, oh, I ate so much. I can't move. I don't want to go outside. I don't want sunlight. I'm going to get as much sunlight as possible, and I'm growing my hair because this is how I connect. My hair is used to connect to the sun, and this is where I channel the information from. And I'm not cutting my hair anymore because it's a strategic attack to just disarm people of what makes them strong and powerful. So that's how you kill the parasites. Black walnut capsules and sunflower seeds. And then eat the fruit. Eat watermelon, honeydew melon, oranges, and then these things will just burn up, and then you'll feel a craving. You'll want to eat some bread. You're going to want to keep them alive because they're going to be freaking out in your mind. They're going to be like, holy shit, this guy's killing us. We need to convince them to eat a cheeseburger. All right, Triple Fourth. I appreciate you, bro. And we're going to build the community together. And you're a true friend. Thank you for listening to the knowledge that I bring forth in these videos. What up, Sam? All right, I'm getting out of here. Peace, bro.